heard some whispers in the ionosphere this week. That's code for I've heard a bunch of people on social media this week talking about using Canva instead of Photoshop. And even a few people suggesting that Canva is a replacement for Photoshop. So is there any truth to this rumor? Let's take a look. First, let's look at what each platform's main purpose is, starting with Canva. Canva is a free, web-based application offering a simple and easy-to-use solution to graphics and visual content creation. It's described as a tool with enough easy-to-use features and functionality that anyone can create a variety of engaging content that gets shared. It's also described as a no-tech or design skill required tool. It's drag and drop with a large collection of readily available resources to help fill out your designs with images, illustrations, and more. Let's take a look at Photoshop now. Photoshop is a paid Adobe program aimed at developing high-level graphics through the use of visual processing. It's described as a visual processing tool used by many designers to create detailed and beautiful imagery, process photos, and create digital artwork. It's compatible with and part of the Adobe Creative Suite, so it's cross-compatible with things like Illustrator and InDesign. It makes available a wide array of high-level tools, making it the most versatile image processing software on the market at this time. So what's the difference when we look at Canva and Photoshop? Canva does have a far simpler user interface if what you're doing is simple layout. Canva actually has more in common with Adobe InDesign than Adobe Photoshop. It's not nearly as powerful though as InDesign, which is Adobe's visual layout and design editor. The resources that Canva offers inside of their web application program are nice. They're free and they're readily available, but they're also free elsewhere. In fact, many of the larger and more epic images that appear on Canva can actually be found on unsplash.com, a free resource allowing you to download those photos at much higher resolutions. Canva is a layout tool. It is not a visual editing tool. In fact, it can't level, color balance, or really do any photo manipulation whatsoever. Its ability to manipulate is fairly limited when compared to Photoshop. There's no masking, no selection tools, extremely basic layer adjustments, no layer styling or blending, no filters or effects, and no batch editing for photos or actions. If you're not familiar with Photoshop actions, they're a preset. It's a recorded action that you can apply to multiple images or project files. Artboards for Canva are also fairly clunky in comparison to Photoshop's new artboard feature. Photoshop, on the other hand, is an extremely high-level visual editing and processing software. It has the ability to both edit photographs and do high-level visual processing, creating extremely vibrant and intricate imagery. It has the ability to both modify adjustments within an image, manipulate photos, and create intricate and beautiful designs. Some of the features that Photoshop includes are masking, selections and channels, layer adjustments, layer styling and blending modes, filters, effects, plugins, smart objects, meshes, and even motion graphics. And the list goes on. Photoshop simply has more horsepower in the long run to do more. Real design isn't about what you're using. It's a technical skill that's developed over time through experience and education. Quite frankly, the program or software that you're using doesn't make a lick of difference, except in the realm of what the software is capable of doing. Obviously, in that case, you want something with a little more horsepower and a little more room to grow. Canva is free, but Photoshop is available for around $20 a month, which is a minimal investment into such a powerful piece of software. So does Canva replace Photoshop? No, it does not. But Canva is an excellent resource for making quick graphics on the go, and especially if you don't have the money to purchase Photoshop at this time. However, Photoshop offers more room to grow, more horsepower, and a greater variety of tools to put at your disposal. Here are a couple of examples of what you can do with Photoshop that you can't do in Canva. In this image, masking has been applied, as well as layer styling, to create a blended image. In this picture, a layer style has been applied to create an overlaying pattern that modifies the overall look of the image. And obviously in this image, this is a motion graphic, which Canva cannot do, but Photoshop can do in its new timeline feature. So there you have it, Canva versus Photoshop. Which one are you going to choose? Write me in the comments, share, like, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time at traviswalser.com. See ya.